Hi, I'm Jenifer Alonzo with Professional Development Practice Lab Coaching and with the BrazenBFF Podcast. I'm here with a little video that works in conjunction with podcast number 7, Running for Office. And with that freebie, which you can get by visiting BrazenBFF.com and looking for episode 7, I talk about the technique of laddering to make your point during any time when you are doing some public speaking. So this could be a sales speech, it could be a job talk, it could be just a presentation that you are making as part of your job. And of course, it can be a pitch, whether you're an entrepreneur or you pitch things within your own organization. The technique is an acting technique, and it's called laddering. And the idea is that when you are about to make your big point, you start at the very bottom of a ladder, so with normal energy, and then you increase the energy a little bit and increase it a little bit more and increase it a little bit more for your main point. And then you drop back down to give a call to action for either the next character or, in our case, the audience. This is such a useful technique, and it's really easy to learn but hard to describe on paper. So I'm going to give a little video that'll give you a demonstration about how to do this. So when I say building energy, people sometimes don't know what I mean. So there's a lot of tools to build energy. You can get louder and louder and louder and louder, and of course that's going to get attention. But if you watched me right there, you could see that not only did I get louder, I got bigger. You can also use movement as a way to build energy. So you can come closer and closer and closer and closer to your audience, make more eye contact, lean into them, do something really big with your body so that they can see that they should pay attention now. All right, so the content of the laddering that I'm going to show you is from my talk, Say No and Let It Go. And this talk is for an audience of professional people who are maybe new professionals and it's the first time they've had autonomy in their jobs and they need to make decisions about how best to spend their time, how best to spend their team's time. So as an example, I'm an academic, I'm a professor, and I get to choose how I spend my work, how I spend my time at work, but people are always asking me to do things, so I have got to say no, or I'm going to be overwhelmed with things that don't have anything to do with how I am evaluated for my job. A similar situation if you are for the first time leading a team at work and your boss keeps piling things onto your team, how are you going to say no? So this is a little bit of an inspirational speech on that. So I am going to give you the very end of it. So here's how it goes. All right, everybody, here's the takeaway. You need to know when to say no. You need to say no with authority. And you need to say no and let it go. I believe in you. All right, so you saw there, I did the 3 techniques. I got a little louder with each iteration, climbing the ladder. I got a little bigger with my body with each iteration, climbing the ladder. I actually resonated a little more with each iteration. Again, climbing the ladder of energy. And I moved closer to my audience, which in this case is you on the other side of this camera. Just a note, if you are filming yourself to practice for your talk, you are going to have the idea that you're a little too big. And remember, the camera magnifies us so much. You have to be much bigger in your energy for an in-person audience. So if you were a little put off like, whoa, she's really getting in my face, remember that what I'm talking about is a live situation where we're not actually able to let people look at our nose hairs, right? Okay. Just make sure you're thinking about that as you craft your work. Finally, you saw at the end that I went back down. That was my call to action. I was really saying, or my call to inspiration, really. I believe in you. So you can do it. You can say no, and you can eventually let it go, which is part of the content of my talk. So a couple things, please visit BrazenBFF.com, download that freebie, which has some more information about ways that you can make your public speaking better. Listen to the podcast. Andrew McClellan has a lot to say about how we can get involved in local government to make things better in our cities. And take a look at professionaldevelopmentpracticelab.com and maybe sign up for some coffee coaching. So that's just 1 hour that you get to spend with me, either in person if you live within, say an hour of Norfolk, Virginia. You get to pick the coffee shop and I'll buy you coffee. Or we can do it over Skype. So it's 1 hour, it's really contained. So if you have a situation where you are gonna say no soon, I can help you with that. And finally, I wanna let you know that we are going to have a webinar that is solely focused on the skill of saying no as we begin to level up in work and life. So I hope you'll join us for that. And there will be more information coming. So sign up, give us your email at BrazenBFF.com, and we will send you that information as soon as we have it. All right, take care, enjoy your day, and everyone deserves to get what they want in work and life.